Of all the kings of this area and how they live. There is one dynasty that I wanted to bring to your notice is the spelling is Chutia. What I feel is that it should be, I'm not sure, I haven't done any research on this, that it should be Sutia. Sut means cotton. Because Bengal and Assam, they were known for the best cotton. The cotton produced in Dhaka was famous all over. To many places, our kings used to send it even as gifts. So maybe the dynasty was, during their period, maybe the production of cotton was so much, so enormous. Because why I'm thinking about it, because of the Ikshwaku dynasty. Ikshwaku, Iksha means sugarcane. So the dynasty when sugarcane was large, there was large production of sugarcane. The name of the dynasty was given because of that. That is why it's coming to my mind.
I've been walking in the Nehru Memorial and I found all the five from Gary Elving, who was the guru of Nifa, or Northeast. And he has written that very famous book, was the Gospel. It's called The Philosophy of Nifa. I don't know if you have gone through some of these reports, and I'm thinking particularly of 1956, he went to Taiwan, and he gave a very, very detailed report, fantastic report for the ethnological report, anthropological report, but absolutely nothing about the defense and other issues facing this area. And I think that was a very, very big blunder. That philosophy of Nifa was not integrated approach. It was only one approach, scientific approach. It was very good. I mean, it described the copy of the different Mompas and other tribe and the language and how they should be kept isolated. That's good, maybe, but the strategic and other issues were totally forgotten, and as a result, we are all here today. So what is required today is a new philosophy of Neva, integrating everything, and I think I've visited many places, the army has started, the government has started.
This is from the last Tibetan village called the Magitu. Locally it is called as Nelu. And it is said that this Magitun was the territory of the Mra clan of the Tagi. But after, back to the 100 years, from 1956, the Mra has left that land, and after left the Tagi that land, Tibetan people came and settled here. For that reason, annually, Tagi go to Magitun and collect taxes as a compensation for occupying their land. And this is one form of the collection, meaning to say it is collection of the territorial tax, land tax from the Tibetan government. And another is that what Dr. Bhakti has said, that Ringkol. And Ringkol is a Tibetan pilgrimage process. And Tibetan believe in the transformation of the purity from the scene by undertaking the 12 years Ringkol. And this ring road has to pass to the target territory. Therefore, every time when they decide for this ring road pilgrimage, what they does, they send a special ambassador to the target people, particularly people from Taksin and Ladakhi, and asking them that they are going to make a pilgrimage, and I'll ask them to come to the Magidun, and last ring road was in 1956, on 26 February 1956, last ring road was there.
I would like to highlight an aspect about borders. Borders are always a challenge. So, in the Chinese, there is nothing called danger. There is a word called Waichi. Waichi means that where there is danger, there is an opportunity. So, therefore, we should look at our borders with that opportunity and not with the dangers involved in managing borders. So if this be the overriding theme and approach of our border area development, I think we will not go wrong. I have put up this slide basically to tell you that over a period of last 2 decades or so, a number of our political personalities have highlighted the importance of borders for national security. Whether it is Atal Bihari Vajpayee who said without the development of our border area, the security apparatus remains incomplete, leaving vulnerabilities for exploitation. I mean, it's a very deep statement which he has made. Similarly, you take our President, Dr. Abdul Kalam, the foundation of border security lies in empowerment and development of the people living at the periphery. Similarly, you have the current Prime Minister Modi talking about it. You have Amit Shah, the Home Minister, who has spoken about it. General Bipin Rawat has said border area development is critical to fostering peace, ensuring stability, and defending the sovereignty of a nation.
I joined Arunachal Pradesh nearly about 5 months back after completion of my training. And my first experience in Arunachal Pradesh was a Zero Music Festival, which happens in September. It happened in September 2024. Zero Valley is approximately 2.5 hours a drive from Itanagar, and the experience was so good right from the beginning. Whatever a tourist was, the entire drive, it's not just one stretch of drive is beautiful. Right from the beginning, Itanagar to the final end, the valley, the drive was so pictures. And wherever you drive in Arunachal Pradesh, you'll be taken to the greenery spectrum, and there is always a river on the right side or on your left side welcoming you. And the roads are very pristine, away from all the hustles and bustles of the city life, and you get to enjoy the pristine ecosystem. And more importantly, wherever you go in Arunachal Pradesh, people are so loving, smiling, and they will be welcoming you with so much of warmth that you would want to keep visiting again and again. These are the experiences which tourists really want when they come to visit a state with so diverse as Arunachal Pradesh, and it is offering an enriched experience.
Thank you very much for calling us here for this talk and asking for industry perspective, which I think is normally missing from most of the meetings that we have. And I think it's the most important probably connect, because implementers would come from there. And I have a personal connect with this place for one simple reason, that in 1962 my father was in 5K when it was captured in Nepal, and we had to really, like, I was considered as an orphan for some time till he emerged from nowhere, came back after 2 months. I think he escaped. The whole hospital was taken prisoner, taken to China, whatever. So I have a plan of sometime coming back here and do a little bit of research as to what happened in that area. I belong to an organization called CII, and I'm looking after the Northeast region as well as the defense vertical. And for those of you who do not know what CII is, it's a 128-year-old organization. It's an industry association, one of the 4 national level associations, which looks at social and economic development of the country. And we have been at the forefront of many initiatives which you would take as normally people take as granted the government is doing it. But behind the government, the policy, the thoughts, the ideas, the recommendations come from a large extent CII. The national budget, almost 60% of the inputs are from CII. So you would have noticed that whenever there is a budget session after that, follow-ups, you will have CII giving out their views and things like that. This organization has 40 departments taking care of every vertical of the industry. Every vertical, including tourism, we talk of education, we talk of anything. And we've got 12 centers of excellence. These include something like logistics, competency improvement, leadership, startups, innovation, entrepreneurship development, education, water. We've got these centers of excellence which are working behind the scenes to do a lot of these social economic development.
What General Dushyant had given in his presentation. Strong borders are not built by fences and patrols, but thriving communities that ensure national security from within. I think CSR is one of the enablers of these thriving communities, and that is something that I am going to discuss. And the second thing, if you'll excuse me, I am going to project my organization. I was introduced as the CEO, I'm actually the founder. I'm going to project my organization as a part of what CSR can be done. So you'll be seeing some pictures of what was before and after the CSR intervention.
Arunachal Pradesh is a state since 87, but it was less known from the people of India. Now it has to be known, it has to be more developed, but also in very holistic manner, in respecting the environment. It should be a model state. So that is the objective of this. So in the morning we look at the history of that state, the history of the Northeast, but also how the second session, how Arunachal can become really a model state, and how the people of Arunachal can have a better life by getting more revenue, in particular in tourism, ecotourism. It has to be special. It cannot be like any other state. Arunachal should be special, and it will be. So all these stakeholders had come in the morning and discussed this issue, and hopefully will convey it to the government of India and government of Arunachal.